Pokemon Go has players walk around the real world to catch Pokemon in the wild. Yep, you actually have to get up and move to play. The game shows you what Pokemon are nearby and you work backwards to try and track them down. It can be a bit hard to find them sometimes. The game shows you a rough indication of how far a Pokemon is from you, but not really much else. Once found, Pokemon appear as if they're in the real world, right there on your camera. It's one of the first augmented reality games to truly take off. Water Pokemon tend to show up near water, grass Pokemon show up near wooded areas, and so on. The game has become an overnight phenomenon with hundreds of players swarming to real-life locations. It hasn't even launched in much of the world yet, but so many people are playing that the servers are constantly going down. If you live in a major US city and go to any big landmark, you're pretty much guaranteed to find Pokemon Go players. If you do, ask them if they want to team up. It's way more fun if you play together. Certain real-world landmarks are Pokestops, and those give you items like Pokeballs, potions, or Poke-Eggs. Poke-Eggs are exactly what they sound like. They're eggs that contain Pokemon. You don't know what they're going to be until you walk a certain distance and they hatch. You'd think that these Pokemon would be more rare, but don't get your hopes up. I walked 6 miles to hatch an egg and it ended up being a Pokemon I already had 10 of. Other bigger landmarks in your area are probably gyms, and your team can try to take them over. You don't pick your team until you hit level 5, but choose carefully. At least right now, you can't change your team once you've picked. Once your team owns a gym, you can train there, improving the gym, making it harder to take over. Within hours of launch, the game became the top grossing app in the iOS App Store. The game itself is free, but they sell premium items like lures, which attract Pokemon to the aforementioned Pokestops. One lure works for everyone in the area, so Pokestops with active lures tend to get just swarmed by nearby players. Some of the staple features of the Pokemon series aren't built in yet. You can't battle other players directly, you can't trade Pokemon, but the company tells me that a lot of this stuff is coming, it just wasn't ready yet. The company is also working on an accessory called Pokemon Go Plus. It's a totally optional Bluetooth accessory, but it lets you catch Pokemon without having to look at your phone constantly. It's going to cost about $25 and it should ship later this month. And that's Pokemon Go. It's a bit buggy, it's a little bit silly, but it's a game unlike anything before it.